Hi, I'm Robin, English teacher with Core Languages, and today is a hot day. The weather is hot and humid. I could even say it is very hot and very humid, or really hot and really humid. For some people, it might even be too hot or too humid. When I use words like really or very or too, I use what's called intensifiers. Intensifiers help us change the quality or the intensity of an adjective. Hot is different from very hot or too hot. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use some basic intensifiers, so the next time someone asks you, "How is it?" you can formulate a perfect English sentence.
Intensifiers. Intensifiers are adjectives, adverbs, or adverbial phrases that provide emphasis or that strengthen the meaning of an expression. There are many intensifiers. Here are a few examples. A little, at all, awfully, completely, extremely, fairly, highly, horribly, incredibly, pretty, quite, rather, really, so, strongly, too, totally, utterly, very. Here are some example sentences that use intensifiers. We were awfully disappointed. I am quite certain that is correct. It is completely reasonable. The food is fairly pricey, but incredibly good. The intensifiers are marked in blue, and the underlined word is the word they are intensifying or strengthening. Intensifiers can be placed right before the adjective or adverb that they are intensifying, but there is also an example of an intensifier that slips to the end of the sentence. At all is usually at the end. Here are some examples. I think skydiving is totally awesome. The intensifier totally is placed immediately before the adjective awesome. The meeting went terribly slow. The intensifier terribly is placed before the adverb slow. Her very tasty barbecue sauce won an award. Very is placed before tasty. The dish wasn't spicy at all. Here, at all is placed behind the adjective spicy and at the end of the sentence. There are a few things to avoid when using intensifiers. It is important to note that these rules are often disregarded in the spoken use of the language. Try to not double them up or use two intensifiers back to back. For example, I am very, very excited about being here. It suffices to use one very. I am very excited about being here. We are so incredibly happy for you. Again, it suffices to use one intensifier. For example, we could say, we are incredibly happy for you, or we are so happy for you. We typically do not use intensifiers with non-gradable adjectives. For example, that's completely impossible. Things are either possible or impossible, and we consider impossible non-gradable. So it would suffice to say, that's impossible. The bug is totally dead. Dead is considered a non-gradable adjective. It would suffice to say, the bug is dead. Try not to use intensifiers too frequently, as it lessens their impact. For example, it was very cold and extremely windy last night. I was completely miserable because of the rather horrible weather. The same sentence would have a better impact if we removed some of the intensifiers. For example, I was miserable because of the horrible weather. Here are a few more examples of intensifiers placed immediately before the adjective or adverb that they are intensifying. It is extremely important to get sleep. She gets a little nervous in front of an audience. You are so funny. They make a rather cute couple. Look at this example. The style of her art is unique or totally unique. The word totally here is unnecessary. Unique is somewhat ungradable, and it suffices to say the style of her art is unique. And how about this example? The lecture was a little boring, or the lecture was boring a little. Think about the placement of the intensifier. Excellent. We would place the intensifier before the adjective. The lecture was a little boring. This example. Choose the intensifier that fits the context. The dish was very spicy, or the dish was too spicy. Very good. You could say the dish was very spicy, or the dish was too spicy. Both intensifiers work in this context. And how about this example? The dish wasn't at all spicy, or the dish wasn't spicy at all. You might hear some people say the dish wasn't at all spicy, but at all typically goes to the end of the sentence. So you could say, the dish wasn't spicy at all.
Thank you for watching. I hope you now have a better understanding of how to use intensifiers. As always, if you have more questions, feel free to comment, or if you're interested in joining one of our courses with a live instructor, feel free to message us directly. I look forward to seeing you in our next class.